Okay guys, I'm back with album number 12, which is the second half of 2015. This is one of my newer albums, which I've just got, which I love the colour of. And as I was saying just a minute ago, if you watched the previous video, this is the second half of 2015 because I've done so many layouts that I've had to spread it into 2 albums. The first layout that we've got in this page is me and Shani and my friend Kay, or our friend Kay. We went up to London to the Teddy Bear Festival. I think I've probably mentioned before, but I collect teddy bears and so does Kay, and Shani's also got a few as well. So we went up to this Teddy Bear Festival and saw some of the beautiful collector's bears that were up there. So that was just a fun day out. And I like this page where you've got one big photo and little photos around the edge. If you watched a couple of layout shares ago, I showed you the photo I'd done with my dad at the Grand Hotel, and I said to you that I'd had to cut it in half. Well, I'm thinking of changing it into this style of pocket page. Then I'll have that big photo in one piece and it won't have to be cut in half, which would be much better, I think. So on the back of that I've got the Battle of Britain fly past. I live right on the coast, obviously in Saltdean. Literally these are the cliffs that are not far from my house at all. And there was a Battle of Britain event, and all the planes flew over the cliffs. From Goodwood Aerodrome, flew across West Sussex, and I just went up there with my camera and tried to get some pictures really. They actually published some of these pictures in the local newspaper, which was really, really nice. I just sent them in and said, you know, would you like to use any? And they did, so it was lovely. But yeah, I was really pleased with the pictures that I got. But I stood on top of the cliff waiting for ages for these planes to fly past. It was a gorgeous sunny day and it was actually really good fun. There was a few other photographers up there doing the same thing. A fun layout I done of Sophie. She was taking pictures with her camera of the little bees that were in our garden, attracted to these flowers that we've got. She was there for ages sitting patiently trying to get these nice photos of them, so I was just taking pictures of her as she was doing that. Yeah, and then just made it into this sort of almost long Polaroid strip of photos. Added some patterned papers. I've actually embossed on the back here this honeycomb stamp, and these little bees are 3-dimensional. They're stamped, and I've glittered their wings, and yeah, just a bit of a fun one, but I actually quite like the simplicity of that one. Another day out up in London, me, Shani, our friend Kay, my mum and my sister-in-law Gloria. We went to see Wicked, the musical, which was brilliant. I used these Stampin' Up Halloween type doilies for it, and very Halloween type colours. Yeah, quite a nice fun layout. This was our trip to Florida. Now I won't go through all of this because if you're watching my process videos, you know that I've done a separate a talk through of like the Florida album, so I'll skip this whole section, which is quite a lot of pages here, and as I say, I'll link in the sort of section below where you can see a whole talk through of this album, because I have filmed that completely separately. But that's, you know, one of the reasons why this took so much room in the album was the fact that I had that big holiday in there and took a lot of photos on that holiday. So that's a massive chunk of this album. I need to figure out what I'm going to do on the back of here. We had the Magic Castle, which was going to be, I thought, at the end of an album, but now it's ended up in the middle. I need to do something and not have that plain. But anyway, moving on, we've got a day, this is going down to Longley again, but on the way down we stopped at Cheddar and went into the caves. And because the lighting was so bad in the caves, obviously I didn't get brilliant photos, so I kept them really quite small, but printed them out or cut them out in these little 2x2s, and just done a sort of grid style page. I actually really like this. I quite like the way it looks with just mini little photos and embellishments sort of in between. So that one. We've got, this is where we're at, Longley. Alan and I messing about with the lorikeets in the lorikeet cage, and Shani took some photos of us. And gorgeous embellishments on here. And the butterflies, again using one of these Heidi Swap big titles, which I love. A picture of me taking a picture of Alan and the butterfly, and then this is the picture of what I took from my phone. Sophie holding a scorpion. Horrible things. Ugh. And then we move on to Christmas. And we've got, this is our Christmas tree. We've done it all Disney themed this year. It says here, every year as a family we decide what theme to decorate our tree. This year just had to be Disney, because obviously we'd just come back from Disney, so we were all still in the Disney spirit. And so we've done it all, you know, we've got our Disney characters on there and Disney baubles and stuff that I've collected over the years. Yeah, so that's that. It was Lila's first Christmas, my new little niece that I think you saw in the last album. But baby Lila, it was her first Christmas, so I've done a layout, lots of texture and ripped sort of paper on this one, and lovely, lovely gold glitter. This is Stampin' Up! Gold paper, which is really, really gorgeous. And then our Christmas day at Mum and Dad's house. This was Christmas morning. I think it was Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. I think it was Christmas Eve. Mum had done these silly games for the kids where they had to, all the men had to sit down and the kids would spray shaving foam on their face and then throw these cheese puffs at them, and whatever child, you know, got the most cheese puffs on the face wins the game and wins a little present. And you know, and then there was a snowman drawing competition on the patio doors, you know, and things like that. We're just playing silly Christmas Eve games for the kids, so obviously I was up there taking photos and capturing all that. And this is a continuation. Mum brought this sort of expanding snow that they were playing with. So I got some pictures, these drinking glasses, you know, the straws that the kids were having fun with. Just a lot of silly, fun Christmas Eve games for the kids. This is Christmas morning. We've done a Christmas selfie, set the camera up on a tripod just to get a picture of all of us before we started opening our presents. Actually a really, really good photo. I like this one, but it's not too serious. We're all laughing, joking and doing thumbs up, but it's a good fun photo. And again, just the usual sort of all the kids opening their presents. The kids got costumes. And I don't know what else, Sophie with her hype jumper and, you know, various other things. Normal Christmas morning stuff. Yeah, got a lovely bag and a ring, and Kirsty got a handbag. The kids got a little mini Range Rover like what their dad drives, what my brother drives, so the kids got that. Obviously we played Monopoly, and I think this was our Christmas Day dinner. We had an exploding party popper thing that we lit, and I was trying to get a picture of it, which I actually managed to do, which was quite fun. And yeah, and then we all sat to dinner, and that's a lot of us and a couple of other friends of the family for dinner as well. And I think that is it. Yeah, so that's it. We've come to the end of this album. So we're now up to the end of 2015. I won't share my 2016 album with you yet because it's not done. But as I say, that already has filled up one album, so I know it's going to go into 2 albums, but I will share it with you as soon as I've completed. So when we get to the end of 2016, I'll share that year's albums with you. So now we've gone all through these. We've gone from 1 to number 12. That's a lot of album shares, and as I say, now we're up to date, it'll be easier for me to just do it at the end of the year and share with you. But I hope you've enjoyed them. As I say, it's been really good fun me looking through the albums and going back over the years. They are still a work in progress, not so much the more recent years but the ones before that. I think from around 2008 to 2012 I've still got a lot of photos on my hard drive that I need to print out and make into layouts, but as I do those layouts I'll share them with you on all my social media and website and everything, so you'll see them as I do them, and then I'll just put them in the right album. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I hope you've really enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.